Hi guys, it's Nancy, and I have another new stamp for Spellbinders with House Mouse Designs. This is called Candy Hearts. Super cute. We have, his name is Mud Pie, and he's just laying there on the candy hearts. And I stamped this out. This is on the textured side of the Spellbinders watercolor cardstock. Super thick cardstock, but I wanted to show you guys the textured side so you can see that texture come through. It did take a couple of stampings, but you can see that texture come through. The stamp does come with 2 sentiments. It is a cling red rubber stamp, so you are going to get all of the sentiments, and the red rubber is going to show you all of that texture. It says Happy Valentine's Day and I heart you. And I have my paper towel and my watercolor brushes here, and I'm going to be using my Corrine Brush Pro watercolor markers here, and I have card base, and then I believe this is a piece of poppy paper from Spellbinders as my matte background. And we're just going to color this guy in, and then we're just going to assemble everything, so it should be super easy. And let's get to it. This is I think it's Gina K's Amalgam ink I stamped it with, so we should be okay. It should not run, I hope. And let's get to it. So we're just going to use some lighter colors here. Soft peach. And I'm just going to scribble onto my glass mat. Pick up some of that color. And these should dry back because watercolor normally goes into the paper and dries back. But this should be fairly simple coloring. You can use color pencils. You can use your markers. You can use anything really to color these in. But I thought it would be fun to use the Corrine markers. I'm going to go in with a little bit of yellow here. I'm just going to kind of use kind of pastel colors. This one's called Gold. Just kind of repeat that process. The shadows and the highlights are already drawn into the stamp by the artist, so I don't need to worry about really being great at coloring because the artist has already drawn that in. That's what makes these stamps so easy to use. A nice minty green. That apple. Does anybody actually like the taste of these candies, or did we just like the little sayings on them? They always tasted like chalky, like Pepto-Bismol. And for light blue, Arctic blue. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go back in with the peach. Put that one here. What am I missing here? Should we add one more color? I don't really want to add another color, but I feel like we're missing one here. We have the peach, we have the yellow, we have the green, we have the blue. Kind of almost have to add another color there. How about like a light purple? Okay. See how easy that was? And now all we have to do is, and that one was pale violet. Okay, so those are all of our colors. Now all we have to do is have an extra marker. I don't know where it goes. Just color in our little mouse, and that he's pretty much done. All right, so I think I'm going to do him in some light browns. So we have rosewood. Just clean up my mat here. Ooh, that is the color that I think is brown, but it actually comes out green, so we're not going to use that color. Let's do praline. That looks more brown. Yeah, that's better. So praline around his fur. He's just balancing. And I do want to bring back in some of that ochre. I'm going to mix that with the praline a little bit and do under his little feet. So ochre and praline for the bottom of his feet and his tail. Going into his face. And I'm not really squeezing the water brush. The water brush tip is wet, but I am not adding any water. I'm just letting the tip of the brush is wet, it's damp, but it's carrying that all by itself. That's pretty much it. I'm not adding any more water. I'm not going to stamp the sentiment on here. I'm going to stamp, I want that to be smoother, so I'm going to stamp that on a separate piece of paper. I'll fussy cut that out and add that on its own. And then that's it. Very easy to color. Very easy to have that watercolor look on that textured watercolor paper from Spellbinders. The artist made it very easy. Again, I believe this is called Poppy from Spellbinders. Using the tape runner. Very smooth, very easy to use. Put Put that on its card base. So a whole bunch of new House Mouse stamps over there. Go check them out. And this one is called Candy Hearts. And you get the 2 sentiments to say Happy Valentine's Day and I heart you. Very easy to color in. There you go. If you had fun watching me put this together, give this video a thumbs up before you go. I will put the link down below if you're interested in purchasing it. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.